Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it.
And he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. That's plain. That's why the day of the Lord is cruel. If you pick up your Bible, if you wipe the dust off your Bible and actually read it, you'll realize that there will be a day of the Lord. And that day of the Lord is going to be cruel. It's not going to be a day where you see him descend out of the heavens with a rainbow behind his head and flowers and everybody holding hands in unity and being elevated on a cloud. That's far from the truth. It says the day of the Lord is cruel, and he's going to lay the land desolate. It's going to waste. It's going to be a giant wasteland. Read on.
For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light.
Right. And they should not give their light. Why? Because America is going to get hit with so much missiles, it's going to blot out the light of the sun. It's going to be nothing but a dark cloud from the nuclear destruction that's here. It's going to blot out the sun and the stars and the moon. You're not going to be able to see anything. The day of the Lord is a day of gross darkness. Read on.
The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine.
Right. Read on.
And I will punish the world for their evil.
And I will what?
Punish the world for their evil.
The world is evil. The world is evil. The world, first of all, look at America. This is a country that allows two of the same sex to get married. This is a country that tells you, first and foremost, when a baby was fully born, you could kill it.
Yeah, up to 9 months. Yeah.
Up to 9 months. That's a full-grown being.
Right.
A helpless being being slaughtered. But you see, that's America. America will push, they'll put money and they'll fund education for telling your kid how to masturbate.
Yeah.
And be gender accepting of all types of genders, when the Lord tells you that in the beginning he created them male and female. There's only two genders. Right. There's not 1,000 genders. It's not whatever you identify as. That's nothing but confusion. America is modern day Babylon, and Babylon, that's what Babylon means, confusion. Read on.
And the wicked for their iniquity.
Right. The Lord is going to punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity. This place is laden with iniquity.
Right.
Y'all having pride parades holding up signs saying God is a woman or God is gay. That's blasphemy.
Right.
And the Most High is going to destroy you. Don't think just because the Lord haven't destroyed you yet that it's not coming. Read on.
And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease.
And I will cause the arrogancy of the pride to cease. Well, first of all, the scriptures tell you pride cometh before a fall.
Right.
What do these so-called LGBT community call their parades? A pride parade.
Right.
I will cause the arrogancy of your pride to cease. Also, the so-called white man and the elites, they're proud. They think that their kingdom is going to continue forever. They think that they're going to continue to have their foot on the so-called Negroes and Latinos' necks forever. But that's not what the Lord has planned. Read on.
And will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible.
And lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. The so-called white man is terrible. The so-called white man created the nuclear bomb. He created the atomic bomb that destroyed Hiroshima and Nagasaki. That's terrible. So that's the sight that people see when they think of the power of the so-called white man, being able to destroy nations. But guess what? Other nations have these capabilities now.
Right.
So now you're neutralized.
Right.
So now we're living in a kingdom where other nations have the same capabilities, but they're producing people at a higher rate. China has over 2 billion people. Just about 2 billion people. Their army of men alone is much more than the U.S. But the U.S. and Russia put together.
Wait. On top of that, a little known secret. A lot of the U.S. military, they have a hard time hiring new recruits. You know what I'm saying? They have a hard time hiring new recruits.
Right. They're having a hard time. Why? Because it's their own fault. They pacify the masculinity of men, and now the people are so much weak and turned out to homosexuality. You have nothing but a bunch of queers walking around. And the ones that go into the army, it's nothing but a joke. It's a joke. If anything, you should put them all in the front line. Let them get wiped out first. Just get rid of them. I'm not against them being in the army, military. Go ahead, put them in the front line. Let them go. Let them go on secret missions, impossible operations. It's a joke. Where we at?
Verse 12.